I'm sorry.
All right, good afternoon. 14U Junior Preds taking on the Houston Junior Arrows in the championship game of the MLK Showdown. Got the Junior Arrows coming in at 3-0. They won all three of their round robin games. Junior Preds coming in 2-1. Junior Arrows with puck possession here. Teague makes the first save. And that's going to go for icing. Junior Arrows have heavily outscored their opponents in this tournament. Preds have sort of snuck into the second seed here after a variety of results here this afternoon. Tyler up to Jackson. Jackson dumps it in. He's going to chase along with Luke Doble. Luke Doble on the wall in the corner. He puts it back to the D. That was Will just trying to send it deep, and he's going to put a weak one on net. Goaltender covers. Talon with good space there on the puck carrier. Puck carrier sends it across ice. Then that deep shot that Teague gloved down, and then he made a save on the rebound as well. Now Talon has it on his stick, and he's trying to get it up through the neutral zone, but Junior Arrows jumped on that. Winston's hands it over to Brooks. Brooks tries to get it up to Carson. Carson chips it in, and Lucas going after the puck. He's all alone as they're kind of changing behind him. He tried to get it to Grant in the middle there, and Grant couldn't quite get enough on it. Now the Arrows come back 2-on-2. Winston got turned around a little bit, but then he got some help from Lucas over there in the corner. And that's going to be likely a boarding penalty on the Arrows. Yeah. That might be a 2-10. Let's see what they call. Or a 10. No. Just the 2. So 2-minute boarding. Thought it was an automatic 2-10. That puts the Predators on the power play about 3 minutes into the game. See what they can do here. Brooks over to Winston. Winston had a hard time handling it, but it comes up. It got loose in the middle to Hank. Hank couldn't handle it either. Now the Arrows are coming into the Preds offensive zone, or defensive zone. Puck loose in the middle here, near the crease. Hank battling on the wall. Puck sneaks out to Griffin. Griffin up to Grant. Grant chips it in for Lucas. Lucas chasing. He's circling now. Circles back on the wall. Try to get it over to Griffin, but that was turned over. Teague with a beautiful save there on the breakaway. Now Lucas is going to go the other way. Teague's looking sharp so far. A couple of mistakes by the Predators have made him have to make a couple of good saves. And then he's going to stop that one as well. So another somewhat disorganized power play for the Junior Preds. 18 seconds left on the power play. And they'll have a face-off here in their own defensive zone. Arrows player jumped that face-off. They probably should have blown the whistle there and made him come back. Bruley up to Nick. Nick to Huddy. Huddy's got it. He's going to take the shot. There's a rebound sitting in front and it goes in. Huddy's snapshot from long range gets by the goaltender after he made the initial save. They'll get rewarded for that. Staying out there. Right at the end of the power play, too. The penalty has expired. 9:50 to go in the first. Arrows clear that past our defense. Talon back to scoop it up. Talon sends it up the wall and gets it cleared. Now Talon sends it over to Will where there's some open ice. Will up to Huddy. Huddy dumps it in with Nick. Partial change and the goalie covers it. It'll be an offensive zone face-off to the glove side of the goalie. Arrow shot there, blocked out front. And then there was a clear there. I think that was from Brooks. That shot goes high from the Arrows. Jackson gets it up to Sully, but it's not out. Got to get that puck out, boys. You don't want to play with that. Another loose puck here in the middle. Gets it over to Luke Doble. Luke Doble's coming up the middle. He's going to have to go all by himself. They're changing behind him. He gets ridden into the boards by the Arrows. Arrows come the other way. And they put it over into open space. Puck goes into open space here on the near board. Griffin picks it up and rims it all the way around, and that's gonna roll on for ice, and they had no chance of stopping. That one was on edge the whole time. .7:21 to go in the period. Preds scored first, 1-0. Grant has it on the far wall. He's got some help coming. He's going to chip it to Rulli, going in and chasing. Rulli gets around the Arrows player. Then it gets back to the point. Talon's shot goes well wide. And then Will sends it back down low below the goal line. Got Grant down there. Got Hank down there. Now Rulli's going to chip it back in. Thought he might have done that because they were changing behind him, but they weren't changing. Hudson loses his footing on the check by the Arrows. That puck partial, actually no. Talon kept it in. I thought it got by him. Talon kept it in and sent it deep. Forwards changing. Intercept there, neutral ice by Nick. But Nick had it poke checked away from him as the defense was changing, so good job there of Winston to hustle into the play. Keep that from being a breakaway. You got Nick, Sully, and Huddy out there along with Brooks and Winston. Brooks sends it backwards, but Sully couldn't get to it before the Houston player did. The Arrows player did. Arrows send it to the point. Their shot comes in deflected. Teague makes the save. Arrows controlling the puck right now in their zone, in their offensive zone, but that one sneaks out. Nick chasing. Good forecheck there by Nick. He ends up making a steal. He gives it back to Tyler at the point. Tyler's shot deflected up and out of play. .5:15 to go in the first. Only goal belongs to the Preds so far. Good stick there by Tyler. Jackson found it on his stick. He dumps it in. Jonah chasing behind the goal line. Now they got to get back in transition. And Griffin makes that one. Makes a play on that one, and the Preds were offside as it snuck into our offensive zone on his deflection. We got Jackson, Lucas, and Jonah out there with Griffin and Tyler. Bouncing puck. Tyler steps up, but that goes right to one of the Arrows. The Arrows player dumps it down into open space. That shot Griffin intercepts. Doesn't ever get to Teague. Tried to get it out. Couldn't. And Jackson couldn't get it out either. So now Griffin chasing. It was at his feet. Didn't see it. Arrows centering pass. Went right through the player right in the low slot. You have to be careful of that. They've had a couple of those opportunities already. Tyler reverses it to Talon. Talon tries to get it out. Jackson tried to get it out. Nobody could. Tyler keeps that one from getting to Teague. And that centering pass interrupted by Talon. That pass to the center slot went right through the Arrows player. And now Lucas finds it on his stick and he dumps it. Gets it out of harm's way. That's okay. Rather see that. It's going to be icing, but rather see that than any more extended offensive zone time for the Arrows. Will tries to get it out. Carson helps. He's got Doble down the middle. Whoa, and he threw that all the way across the rink. That needs to be lower for Doble to be able to handle that one. Carson has it now behind the goal line. Trying to get it back to defense. He does. Talon's shot deflects in front, goes out wide. Will then tries to get it back on goal, but couldn't. That deflected as well. Really. Looks like Barula is getting called for a high stick. I didn't see that. Over in the corner must have been on that puck battle. So that's unfortunate. Arrows will go on a power play here. 3:12 to go in the period. And looking at this team's box scores from the tournament, they have scored quite a bit on their power play. That's how you want to start it, though. Good clear. That shot comes in, and Teague made a pad save. That puck gets out of the zone. And it's going to be offside on the Arrows. Notice one thing, that Arrows passes are nice and crisp, usually tape to tape. Here comes a shot, center, and Huddy's just going to get rid of it. That's fine too. I think he was trying to go on net. I'd rather it be hard than not out, is kind of my philosophy. I know that's icing if it's too hard, but you'd like to use the wall a little bit, slow that puck down, but I'd rather it be hard and out than not out at all. Nick actually won that face-off to himself, and he's going to dump that for another icing. That's 3 or 4 seconds every time. Maybe 3 to 5 seconds every time that you can win the puck and dump it. Oh, that puck came right up on Teague, hit the post. Teague had the near side sealed off. Quick shot there off the face-off, and he covers up. So we'll redo right here in this face-off circle. Arrows win the face-off. Teague makes another save, and he makes another stop. Arrows are going to be awarded a goal there. Teague thought he kept it out. So Arrows tie it up on their power play, and that is what I did not want to give them, or that's what we would not want to give them during the course of this game. So they tie it up at 1, power play goal. 2:12 to go in the first. Nice save there by Teague as the player danced in on him. None of the Preds could get him as he came in. Preds scrambling here a little bit on defense. That shot goes low, looking for a tip. And then that shot, Teague's glove, comes in handy there. Ooh, that was peppered to the top right corner. And Teague makes glove save there. Preds win the face-off, but rimming around. Grant tries to get it up to Hank. Hank has it, gives it back to Grant, but that puck never got out of the zone, so we're giving it back to the Arrows after never getting it out of the zone. Number one thing has to be getting it out of the zone. Now Grant comes away with it. He's got Hank following him. He gets it up to Lucas. Lucas is a one-on-1, one-on-2. He's getting held or hooked a little bit there. Arrows come away with it. Arrows split the forwards. That puck goes through the center. Ends up on Nick's stick. Nick's all alone as Preds are changing behind him. He's going to take the shot, goes wide. Brooks back here to collect the clear from the Arrows. Brooks tried to get it up to one of the forwards on the wall, but that didn't work. And then Winston's just going to get it out of harm's way. 10 seconds to go in the period. Winston back to collect that pass from the Arrows, and after one, we are tied at 1. All right, sorry. As we start the second period here, we're about a minute and a half in. Sorry, I had to take a bio break. That's going to be icing on the arrows after a flurry of activity in our zone. Or in our defensive zone, I should say. Yeah, Carson, Luke Doble, Luke Brown, along with Talon and Will. Turnover by the Preds here. And icing on the arrows. See if we can do something with an offensive zone faceoff here. So Hudson Cerulli's penalty proves costly against an Arrows team. Like I said, it's been pretty deadly on the power play. I don't know what their percentage is, but they scored a lot of goals on the power play in this tournament. Just looking at the box scores. Luke Doble had that taken away from him behind the net. He's trying to get it out front. He does get it out front, but nobody was there to make the play. Long range shot from the Arrows. Teague makes the save. Did she find it? Arrows win the face-off back to the point. Defenseman sneaks in. Loose puck bouncing around. That one comes out to Luke Doble here. Puts it on Carson's stick, but Carson couldn't handle it. Carson being harassed by the Arrows. He gets that one taken away from him again, too. That crossing pass was blocked. Winston with speed coming into the zone. He takes it wide, just trying to keep possession with Grant in the middle. Grant's there, Carson's there, Arrows take it away. Brooks with a nice check there. That bouncing puck comes up and over Teague, but Arrows did a nice job of deflecting that as it came across. And it looks like delayed penalty on the Preds. That puck goes all the way across, and that's going to get touched up by the Preds, but it's a delayed penalty on a trip on Carson. Loose sticks. Fine line playing with your stick. You want an active stick, but you got to get it out of the feet. Usually that comes with stamina and kind of being caught flat-footed. I wouldn't think so, not yet in this game, but that was just kind of a loose stick from that shot. Teague makes a save. Doesn't ever get out, though. Teague's going to glove that one and hold on. Really had a chance to get it out. He couldn't. He got tackled as he was trying to move it out of the zone. Arrows with it at the point, send it down to the corner. Across the point. Puck comes in, bouncing puck, goes just wide. And then oh man, really nice one-timer from the Arrows there in front. Teague with a beautiful pad save. And Nick comes up with a shorthanded goal. Big goalie blocked your side. As he came up the right side, he went back against the grain. About 5 minutes gone into the second, 2-1 Preds. Still Arrows on the power play though. You got Will with Talon, Nick, and Hank trying to kill this. Hank has it on the wall. Gets it out of the zone, but couldn't transition. And now he's just going to clear it. And partial change here. Nick goes off. Hank goes off. Will does a nice job of getting underneath position there. Good stick from Huddy. Talon up to Huddy. Huddy needs to chip that, and he does. So penalties expired. Teams 5 aside. And as Carson was bearing down on the goalie decides to cover up. Huddy, Lucas, Nick with Winston and Brooks on defense. Lucas wins it back to wins it back to Winston. That puck goes in and basically hit Lucas, I think, right in the waist. That's going to be I thought that was beyond the center line. I thought that was going to be icing. It wasn't. Shot with Teague making a nice save there. Nick pulls it back to Brooks, and Brooks sends it out of the zone and sneaks back in, and that's going to be offside. Preds still a little short on the bench with Campbell out. He's been injured since the end of the, I guess, middle or end of the first game. So they've been playing these games, most of these games, without their fourth center. That one deflected in front. I think it went straight through the crease. I think the Arrows are really active in front of the net. Really active. That pass from Luke Doble goes through Carson, and he couldn't get there before it crosses the goal line for icing. So that'll bring the face-off all the way back down into the Preds defensive zone. Ruley, Doble, Carson with Talon and Will. Nice. Ruley wins it back. Everybody seemed to overskate that, though. That was weird. Will tips it up to Carson. Yeah, interference. Yeah. And interference is going to be the call on the Arrows. Preds on the power play could really use one here. Power play hasn't been all that productive, but man, they could really use one here. We got Nick with Sully and Jackson. Jackson's just going to put a kind of a weak one on net. He didn't think he had the pass back to the defender there. Thought it might get intercepted, so he swung around, just put it on net. Sully has won two face-offs in a row right there on the power play. Nice job. Oh, Talon overskated that one. That one's going to get out. Arrows on it pretty quick, but now Sully has it on his stick. He's going to dump it in, chase it himself. Puck battle on the wall, but Arrows actually came away with it. Sully tried to send it back up ice, but Arrows intercept that. Oh, power play has just been difficult lately. Well, kind of all season. Six minutes to go in the first. Arrows come away with it. Makes the turn. Teague makes the save. Wow. Got around the defender. Talon to Will. Will's pass gets knocked down by the Arrows player. Talon's going to have to go retreat. 7 seconds left on the power play and really nothing doing. Jackson to Nick. Nick gets it poke checked away from him. They'll have to cycle back. Nick was trying to give it to himself. He did, but good job of Teague to get that out of harm's way. Now Nick is bringing it in. He's got Jackson. Jackson's shot. Goalie makes the save. And the Arrows surround Jackson. Ruley with Hank and Grant now. Brooks and Winston on D. Arrows come away with that. Nice pass up the middle. Then another nice pass to get into the zone. Winston gets that. Got hooked a little bit, but no call. Sorry about the noise there, guys. That one gets dumped in. Brooks tried to chip it to the corner. That one got to the Arrows player. Really nice tip in front from the Arrows player. That one ski ramped right up and over Teague's shoulder. You could see that's what they were trying to do with the Arrows player coming off the corner, going to the crease. That looked innocent coming in from the defender, but Arrows player got there before we did. Our sticks were not down, taking away that crossing pass, and he was able to get a nice tip on goal and get it up over Teague's shoulder. But he all right, 2-2. Just under 4 minutes to go in the second. Arrows cross-ice pass goes through everyone. Nick picks it up, comes up the far side. He goes through the Arrows player, but then Arrows get some help. That shot on Teague, and he's going to cover. I think he thought he had it in his hands, and he actually had it between his legs. Teague with another save. That one's rimmed around the outside. Huddy trying to spring Nick again, but that one was intercepted by the Arrows. Talon with a nice long reach there, gets it out of harm's way off to the far boards. And then Talon sends it over to Will. Will sends it again over to the far boards, but Nick had sort of vacated that spot. Arrows send it in again. Talon over to Will. Will tries to get it up to Huddy, but that was not quite hard enough. Huddy eventually taps it in the zone. You got Carson and Sully back there. Puck hit the back of the net. And now they're going to blow a penalty. Penalty on Carson for roughing. All right. Roughing on Carson comes with 2.5 left in the second. If they could just stay out of the box. If they could just stay out of the box. Arrows with control at the point. Now down below the goal line. Intercepted by Doble. And now Winston tried to backhand it out and couldn't. Another tip in front. Gives the Arrows the lead, 3-2. So looks like while I was gone, sorry, I took a little break. Looks like while I was gone, Tyler in the box for roughing, giving the Arrows another power play. I guess we haven't learned on the first few. So far, you want to boil this game down to one thing. You can boil it down to the hockey equivalent of special teams. Nick with a shorthander. Arrows with 2 power play goals. Just under 13 minutes to go in the third. Scramble for the puck in the front, and Arrows score another power play goal. You want to beat the team? Stay out of the box. Preds can't stop anything on the penalty kill today. There was so much traffic in front of Teague on that one. I don't even think he really ever saw it shot. Third power play goal of the afternoon for the Arrows. Now a hook on the Arrows will put the Preds on a power play, but unfortunately their power play has been fairly anemic. Hopefully I can be corrected here. All while the Arrows power play has been red hot. Arrows now with a 4-2 lead. Just under 12 minutes to go in the third. Luke takes that one in neutral ice, tried to pass it, and it just got caught in everybody's skates, and Preds offside. Tyler over to Carson. Carson couldn't handle it. Carson comes away with it now, though, and the Arrows are right there to steal it back. Whose power play is this? Looks like the Arrows are. Looks like the Arrows are handling it pretty well. And the penalty expires with really nothing doing on that for the Preds. Arrows looking for a centering pass. That one goes through everyone. Jackson up to Huddy. Huddy brings it through a couple of players. His shot looked like the goalie might have gotten a piece of that with his glove. Ends up sailing high over the net. And then Arrows player skated through 3 Predators to get that shot on Teague, and Teague has to make a save that I don't think he really even knew he had. But good position, but he was looking for it. Puck got a play on the Preds bench. Referee at the blue line said it stayed in, but then it was chipped out onto the Preds bench. Just under 9 minutes to go in the game. 4-2 Arrows. Ruley wins that face-off back. Winston gets the clear, but unfortunately up to the Arrows. Bad save there by Teague. Good directional save as well to get that over to the far wall. Winston in good position there to take that centering pass. He brings it into the zone, but getting harassed there by the Arrows. Nick has it on his stick in the middle, puts a shot on goal. Goalie makes a save. Just under 8 minutes to go. Got Hank with Grant and Lucas. Griffin and Tyler on D. Arrows breaking out a little bit here. They got a 3-on-2. Good stick by Griffin. Break that up. Lucas is trying to get up the ice. He's got Grant over the far side, but didn't feel like he could get that to him. He does cross it to Tyler. Tyler's shot came all the way across the crease, and there was a deflection there. I think it might have been Lucas, but goalie makes a nice save. Then goalie falls on it. Stop play. That shot goes off the goalie. Arrow's trying to get it out, but it stays in, so Hank's going to dump it back down into the corner. Arrow's breaking out here, though. Player gets behind Will. Teague makes another fantastic save. Woo. One-on-one there. Didn't commit. Nice reactions. Will with his head up, looking for an option. Gets it to Luke Doble. Luke couldn't keep it on his stick, but Carson comes and helps out. Then he got hit. He got that tapped away from him from the Arrows. Talon to Sully. Sully tripped. Gives it back to the Arrows. Arrows shot goes wide. That shot from the Arrows goes wide as well. Carson picks that up on the wall, taps it to Sully. Sully coming up the left side. He gets tripped. No call on the trip. Carson and Jonah battle for the puck on the wall with two Arrows players. And it sneaks out to Really has it behind the net, but he got that tipped away from him as well. He gets tripped, still no call. My goodness. Guys don't just lose their skates for nothing. Come on, ref. Every time we change direction, guys falling down with sticks in their feet. Ruley coming up the center, now he goes to the right side. He tried to chip it in, that got blocked by the Arrows. Now Jackson has it over here on the face-off dot. His shot goes wide. Winston pinched down. Jonah now with the puck on his stick at the point. He puts it down deep. Unfortunately, Brooks couldn't keep that one in, and it's going to be an offside. .435 to go. Still a two-goal game. Arrows 4-2. Lucas sends it back to Griffin. Griffin tried to chip it past the Arrows to Spring. Huddy, but Arrows were on it faster. Loose puck. Arrows collect it. Now Arrows chip away at it. Nick takes it away, but he's going to be 1-on-2 or 3. He cycles back, puts it to the point. Griffin couldn't handle that really to keep it in, so he brought it back. Now he's going to bring it back again, but he didn't get it out, so that little tap there didn't go anywhere. Tyler breaks up the centering pass. Loose pucks. Lucas to Huddy. Huddy tried to get it over to Nick. Nick loses it there. Arrows come in with steam, with speed. A good job of Talon just to ride that player to the ground. Now another loose puck over on the far wall. Nick's going to try to cross. He gets hooked. No call, but puck rolls in on the goalie, and the goalie covers it up. 3:16 to go in the game. That shot goes wide. Carson back to Talon. Talon's shot gets deflected. Stays in though. Will sends it back down to the corner. Hank gets dragged down. Winston tried to get it to Carson out of his reach. They're gonna blow the play dead here. With, it looks like a player down on the wall. Carson went into the boards kind of hard. I couldn't see that very well from my vantage point. Well, somebody's going to have to make a play. Somebody's going to have to be a difference maker. Arrows player brings that all the way in, but Talon kept him wide, so he didn't have a great shot. I guess he put it on net, and Teague had that sealed off. I think it actually ended up hitting the post. Teague with a pad save there. Talon up to Huddy. Huddy trying to center it, but nobody was there. He didn't even look. Didn't even look. And now there's another player down. .212 to go in the game. That play happened a little behind, or that hit happened behind the play a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but injured Arrows player. Brooks is going to chase his own dump there. Lucas on the back check, picks up that puck. Empty net for the Preds. 1:25 to go in the game. Got to possess it. You got to possess it first. Possess it first. Yeah, Winston breaking up this far side. Will carrying it in. That one's going to go just a little wide. He's just trying to get it in the right spot. That's going to be offside. No, not offside. I'm not sure what the call there was. Really taking the face off with Lucas, Nick, and Talon on D. Shot on goal, rebound comes out, and Huddy gets the goal. Net still empty, 42 seconds to go in the game. All right, we're gonna put Teague back in goal for the face-off here. Expect him to come back out if we can get possession. Arrows win the face-off, so Teague will have to stay in. Will sends it over to Talon. Talon sends it up, but couldn't get it out. And Arrows are going to be offside. So Preds have turned it into a one-goal game here when they pulled the goalie. 27 seconds on the clock. It was a real classy move from the Arrows parent earlier when the player was hurt on the boards, flicking off the whole team. Now the Arrows just fell on it, and they're just going to kill time until they blow the whistle. They're just going to sit on it as long as they can. And it looks like Preds are going to call their timeout here. Try to set up a play off the face-off. It's going to take some traffic in front. Everybody's going to have to be jamming the net. If you don't like to get into the dirty areas, you should be out there for the next 14 seconds. Got to have as much grit as possible here on the ice. He's going to stay on the bench, of course. Offensive zone face-off. They're going to go with Huddy, Bruley, Nick, Talon, Will, and Lucas. Bruley taking the face-off. Looked like he was trying to talk to Nick when they were coming out, trying to set up the play, but this goes to the wall, and the Arrows are just going to expire the time there as much as they possibly can. And they can't get it out. So that'll do it. Arrows win it.